In just one afternoon, we've tackled 2 DIY projects and they've come up a treat. Brooklyn's a green thumb and Katrina loves her DIY. Together, they've created a quirky inner-city back garden.
So Barry, here's the space we were talking about. We've knocked together this DIY shelf and it's not looking so great.
First, we'll clear out the plants so Brooklyn and I can get started on the shelves. And I'm liking the look of this recycled timber. What I'm thinking is we might drill some holes through them at each end and then sort of have it look like it's hanging by a rope.
Great.
And then I'll use what we call a hole saw to drill through the timbers and we can drop our pots in there and then you can sort of dress it up with your little knickknacks. What do you reckon?
Love it.
So we'll start by measuring and marking up the rope holes. And so that we've got good strength, I want to keep the first one in about 50 mil. And a 16 mil spade bit should do the trick. Not too much pressure. Now it's Brooklyn's turn. Great work. The next step is to drill the nice big ones with the big hole saw. But first, we need to decide which plants go where. A great little tip here is to take a photo because we're going to drill holes and we're going to clear this away. We need to know what size holes go where. Now we can remove the plants and mark the centre of each pot. There you go.
Awesome.
Our pot should sit in there nicely.
Gorgeous, looks great.
Let's drill the rest of them. Once the holes are drilled, we can thread the rope through both our double-decker shelves, leaving enough height in between so our plants can grow. Next, we'll secure the rope to the fence. And I've chosen copper pipe saddle clips because they're pliable and very strong. Okay, well, that's done. And Kyle's on board to help Katrina with another DIY project.
This is the space here.
Yeah, cool.
It's a good space, but we've got all these old wooden boxes that we see, because you can see, are literally falling apart.
Yeah, what I reckon we can do is level this out.
Yeah.
And we'll make up some planter boxes and we'll elevate them a little bit and try and cover up that fence as much as possible. How does that sound?
That sounds good.
And they're straight into it, clearing out the old boxes and levelling the new garden bed.
I've got this long length of treated pine which we're going to cut up into 3 pieces and that will form one of the sides to our box.
Each side is made up of 3 slats. We're making 6 planter boxes in total, so there's a lot of measuring and cutting to get through.
Perfect.
Now to start assembling.
So I've pre-cut a couple of these supports.
Yeah.
We're going to put these like this and that's going to tie our side together. I've got these 10 mil spaces, so
okay.
I'll give 2 to you and 2 for me.
Yeah.
Slot yours in and then we're going to squeeze them together.
And then they just come back out again?
Exactly. Once we've nailed our supports on, then we pull our spaces out.
Before nailing the joiners into place, make sure there's a 20 mil margin at the edge of the base and on either end. You'll see why in a moment.
Let's pull our spaces out.
Yep.
Put them there. And there we go. That's our first side.
Love it.
Good job.
Cool.
Only 1,000 more to do.
Great.
Here you go, Kat. There's your side.
One of our sides.
Here's my side. And guess what? You know how we set up our 20 mil margin?
Yep.
This is where it comes into play. So we're just going to sit our sides right on our base. So you sit there.
Join up.
And that joins together nicely. A great tip when you're using the nail gun is make sure you keep that nail gun nice and straight because if you go off on an angle, you might end up skewing a nail out the sides and we don't want that.
All right.
Okay.
Straight through the middle.
Exactly. So nice and square with the timber.
Yeah.
Nail all the way around the perimeter of the box so it's nice and strong. Not forgetting to secure the base. Katrina's done a cracking job of those planter boxes. Now to add some colour.
Okay, I've chosen this beautiful Taubman's blue. What do you think about the colour?
Oh, I like it. Yeah, I think it'll look really great in the garden.
So all that's left to do now is fill the planter boxes with soil and of course add some plants. In just one afternoon, we've tackled 2 DIY projects and they've come up a treat. Wow, Brookie, it looks fantastic.
I know, I'm so happy with it. I love that I've got twice as many plants in the same space.
Oh, but you've been busy as well, haven't you, Kat?
I have. I've built some planter boxes. Shall I show you?
Move off with plenty of energy.
This is so amazing.
Thanks.
You did all of this?
Yep. I did most of it. Yep.
Look at you, Kat. You're as proud as punch, aren't
I
you?
am, yeah. I learnt a lot of skills today.
Yeah, great instruction from Kyle.
Yep.
This is a great project, wasn't it?
I couldn't be more impressed.
Thank
It's
you.
so great.